Shut up, Jimmy, shut up!
What are you guys doing here? What do you want?
The boss wants his money. Where's the money, Jimmy?
I don't have it. I'm sorry. Okay, listen, my mom's sick.
We don't care about your mom. This isn't a charity. The boss wants his money now. And listen, you're gonna give it to him any means. Go, Alec, bring the gun.
Take this gun and go get the money. If you try to shoot us, there are a couple cars out here waiting for you.
Okay.
So either you can shoot us now, or get the money, Jimmy. Give us the money.
Okay, I'll go get it. Go get it.
That's right. Get out of here.
Good job, class. We've raised enough money to go on the field trip. I'm proud of you guys. $10,000. That's a lot of money.
Hello? Yo, JJ, yo, can you hook me up with a ride today? At like 5-ish? What? No, don't worry about it. It's just I gotta get some stuff from school. Alright, you chill? Alright, you done? Okay, pick me up at 5, alright? See you there. Bless. About it. Jump back. Work me out. Yo, just drive. Let's go.
You want to go ask some questions?
Yeah. Alright. So, Mr. Ferguson, after determining that the perimeter is secure and all threats have been either neutralized or not present at the moment, we have some questions that we want to ask you.
Sure.
Do you know anyone, or can you think of anyone who might have any grudges against? How are your students, Mr. Ferguson?
Most of them are pretty good.
I see. And are there any outliers in this pretty good?
A few.
If I may, can I get a few names?
Jimmy Tabrizi.
Oh, I see. Any more?
Also, JJ.
JJ. Thank you for your cooperation. Well, I hope to see you soon and get your money back.
Thank you.
All right.
The office has been wrong. Come on, guys. Let's go. Jimmy Tabrizi. Our sources tell us he comes to the school and leaves around this time just to get home a little bit early. Now we just gotta wait for him.
Is that our guy right there?
Yeah, that's our guy. Alright, stay here, watch my back. I'm gonna go approach him.
Why?
He's a teenager. Jimmy Tabrizi?
Yeah.
We need to take you in for questioning.
For what?
For the robbery of Bayview Secondary School.
Oh my god, he's got a gun! Drop your gun! You call back up! Call back up, call back up! Suspect Jimmy's running!
Under arrest!
Hey, get off me!
I'm good, I'm good.
Drop the weapon!
No, I need this money. I need it.
$10,000 isn't gonna do that much.
But you don't understand. It's more than that.
Fire PD!
Drop your weapon. No, 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 no.
That's for the robbery of Bayview Secondary School. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You have the right to retain and instruct counsel without delay. We will provide you with a toll-free telephone lawyer referral service if you do not have your own lawyer. Anything you say can be used in court as evidence. Do you understand? Would you like to speak to a lawyer? Come here. Thank you, officers. Let's go. You're in big trouble, kid.
Don't worry, we're all friends here. I'll be back.
Now, JJ.
Yeah?
Do you know what you did?
Not really. What did I do?
You aided Jimmy in stealing the money from the school.
How was I helping Jimmy steal the money? I wasn't even there.
Were you the one driving the car?
Yeah?
Then you did help him.
You were the one driving the car, even though you did not know Jimmy was stealing the money. Which makes you liable for the crime.
What? What's gonna happen to me?
Well, you could go to court, and the judge may give you a sentence if you're found guilty, or
We can make a deal with you.
What kind of deal?
a plea bargain.
What's the plea bargain?
You tell us everything you know about Jimmy and what really went down, and we'll let you off the hook with a warning.
Alright.
Alright? Okay then.
Good.
Jimmy Tabrizi. Under sections 90 and 91 of the Criminal Code, you were concealing a firearm and you had an unauthorized use of a firearm. And contrary to sections 86 subsection 1, you misused that firearm, which counted as taking it out and pointing it at someone.
You know what? I still kick your butt, okay? Just not.
You want some water, Jimmy? Maybe it'll
Yeah.
clear your mind.
Thank you.
Shut up, Jimmy! We know you did it. We have enough evidence.
Calm
Your
down.
friend JJ
Calm-
told us everything.
Calm down.
No,
Calm down.
no. Okay, I'll tell you. It was his fur family. Please, I have to pay this guy back. Please don't hurt me. Please.
So you did do it.
Please.
Just sit down. Okay, G-Con. I'll take it from here.
Please. Oh.
I'm sorry about you. This is a bit temporary. But now that you've admitted it, can you just tell me what happened?
What happened?
You stole the money.
No, I
You
didn't.
just admitted it.
No, I didn't steal anything. I just said it because that man, that crazy man you got there, was gonna beat me.
Okay. We'll see in court. Thank you. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Oh, easy. How you doing?
All rise for the Honorable Judge Ferguson.
Stand up. Alex, stand up, man.
As we recall from the preliminary hearing of R versus Jimmy Tabrizi, The defendant pleaded not guilty. Is the Crown ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is the defense ready?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then
Thank
let's
you, Your
proceed
Honor.
with the trial.
And good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. And thank you for being here today. My name is John Park, and I am the leading attorney. Jimmy Brown is a 6-year-old student from BU Secondary. He has pleaded innocent for the accounts of breaking and entering, theft, over $5,000, carrying an unlicensed firearm, affiliated with organized crime, and aggravated assault of a police officer. Now, let's think of the situation. If your son or daughter was eagerly awaiting a class field trip to New York, which gave them a chance to experience the big lights and glamour of Broadway, wouldn't you want them to go? Now, think about a chance that was taken from them. We are here today because of Jimmy's actions, which prevented his classmates from having this precious opportunity to go and have an experience of a lifetime. Now, regardless of his reasons, he committed this crime. His actions of stealing the money and being associated with organized crime can be not overlooked. Jimmy chose a path which went against his morals of society, and thus justice must be served. Today, I'm here to prove that Jimmy Tabrizi stole trip money from Mr. Ferguson. Jimmy Tabrizi associated himself with bad company, which led him to steal money. I don't think you, the jury, should feel any sympathy towards Jimmy because he got himself involved into organized crime, and it's his responsibility to do the right thing. So rather than reporting this and trying to get out of the business, Jimmy chose to dig himself a bigger hole and committed crimes for his own selfish purpose. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. And thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury. My name is Mr. Singh, and I will be the head of the defense attorney. So, we are here today because my client, Mr. Tabrizi, has pleaded not guilty to the accounts of breaking and entering, theft over $5,000, carrying an unlicensed firearm, being affiliated with organized crime, and aggravated assault on a police officer. Now, please imagine this. Just consider his position for a moment. Mr. Tabrizi is a high school student. He has plans to go to a secondary school and complete it to further move on to post-secondary education. Now, please think about this. I'm sure some of you in this courtroom have children, and I'm sure that those children have similar plans as Mr. Tabrizi. Please imagine those children of yours being accused with such a heinous crime, having that opportunity stricken away, stripped from their lives, never again being able to meet someone in public or go into a job interview with the confidence they once would have had. Contrary to how negative these charges may sound, consider yourself in this situation that Mr. Tabrizi is in right now. He has been pressured by multiple people and at multiple times to commit these crimes. Please imagine yourselves right now being pressured to do something you didn't want to do. But not only have these people have the power to hurt you and your family, but everyone else around you. Would you not do what they tell you to for the sake of your loved ones? Now, I would consider all these things I just told you mitigating factors towards Mr. Tabrizi's and the defense's case here today. Please consider this when making your verdict in this courtroom today. Thank you, Your Honor.
Your
and
Honor,
thank you, the jury.
Let us not overlook the fact that a crime was committed and there was not only one victim, but a group of victims who were impacted by the actions of Mr. Tabrizi. Before you begin to sympathize with Mr. Tabrizi, think about how you feel knowing that your children are being impacted by his actions. Therefore, I say that Mr. Tabrizi's actions should not go unpunished, regardless of the circumstances.
Might I take the attention of the jury for a brief moment? Please remember that all cases are given different scenarios and covered up with different circumstances. which is why people in positions of authority in law are given discretion. Now, this is not any simple-minded, plain old break-and-enter robbery. No. Sir, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, this was an action to save one man's family and loved ones. Please remember this. Thank you.
Your Honor, I'd like to call the accused to the stand.
Bible, solemn affirmation. Bible. Right hand here, left hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir. I swear.
Your Honor, I'd like to further question the accused.
You may proceed.
Members of the jury, there's strong enough evidence against Mr. Tabrizi pointing that he did indeed do this crime. Why did you do this crime? We know you did it. There's strong enough.
Objection, Your Honor, badging the witness.
There's strong enough evidence that we got.
Objection, Your Honor.
No, okay, it was for my grandmother. She was sick. It was my family. I had to borrow the money. I had to.
Please turn off your phone. Order in the court. Due to the recent outbursts of Jimmy Tabrizi and the evidence presented against him, we are going to break for a 5-minute recess for the jury to deliberate and find their verdict. The jury finds the defendant guilty on all counts. After considering all the mitigating and aggravating factors presented, the sentence given is 10 years in a medium security prison with no chance of parole for 1 year.
Sorry, buddy.